everyone, Kathryn here today. I'm going to be taking you through a define class. So working on our form but also building up that tone and sculpting those muscles in a nice way. I've got Alicia with me today. She'll be taking some modifications throughout class, so if you're after something a little bit more gentle, feel free to follow along with her. We are going to be using a small loop band today. However, if you don't have one, that's all right. And just a set of hand weights, whatever you're feeling like. I've got only kilos, Alicia's got half kilos, feel free to go a little bit heavier. We're gonna get into it. So come and find yourself in 4-point kneel. Knees underneath hips, hands underneath shoulders, tucking chin to chest, arching that spine up, and then send that chest down, forward, moving through that cat-cow. We've got 4 more here. 3, 4, 2. Last one, come back, find that neutral spine. We're going to take that right leg long towards the end of our mat, lift and lower. Beautiful. Alicia's going to stay with this. I'm going to take opposite hand. Making sure we're pulling that core in, lifting through those glutes, keeping those hips facing the mat. 4 more here. 3. Last 2. Last one, good, come back, find 4-point kneel. This time curl those toes under, we're lifting those knees an inch off the mat, back down. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, last one, good, uncurl those toes, this time opposite leg extends long, lift and lower. If you choose, taking that opposite hand. 4, 4, 3, last 2, last one, good, come back. Find 4-point kneel. This time curl those toes under, send those hips high, find down dog, pedal through those feet. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Keeping those legs long. We're going to rock forward, find high plank. Come all the way back up, find down dog. Option here is to come down, find that 4-point kneel, then lift back up to find down dog. Using that core. We've got 4 more here. 4, 3, last 2, last one, stay back, up in down dog, pedal through those feet one last time. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, walking those feet in to find your hands, finding that nice forward fold, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Roll those shoulders back, beautiful. We're going to come find our support. It's there for support if we need it. I'm going to bring my hands onto my hips so you can see what we're doing. Feet are hip width apart. We're going to come down, find that chair, come all the way back up. So keeping that back, going down that brick wall to start with, we will move into sending those hips back in a little bit. So knees are tracking over our toes. 4 more here. 3. Last 2. Last one, beautiful. This time as we come down, send those hips back, come all the way up, beautiful. Take those arms overhead as we come up, squeezing through those glutes. So you can stay here. If you want to add on as you come up, lift those heels, lower back down, working through that balance.
Keep thinking that I could have done something, but now I'm left with an empty heart. No making amends, no waking up beside you and holding you till
4 more here.
get it all. How could I know
3.
there was no second chances? Like dominoes,
Last 2.
I really scared you.
Last one.
Keep the door shut and now
Beautiful. Come back down one last time. Bring those hands into prayer. Little pulses here.
since you left me here, so come home.
Should really be feeling those legs warming up. Beautiful. Staying here if you choose, otherwise taking that heel lift for 8, 7, 6, last 5, 4, 3, last 2, last one, come all the way up. Beautiful. Exhale through those feet. Beautiful. We're going to come and find that nice ballet position. Beautiful. So rocking back on those heels, taking those toes out to a natural position. We're going to come down, find a plie here. Come back up. Beautiful. So thinking about those knees, tracking over those toes, pelvis tucked under, back going down a nice brick wall. We've got 4 more here before we add on. Last 2. Last one, beautiful. We're going to step out, find wide second, take a plie, come back in to first, take a plie. Out, back in. Beautiful. Out, beautiful. If you want, the arms can come out and in.
Since you left me here, so come home. Why won't you reappear? Things that I said came out totally wrong. Can't speak of the truth when it's tainted.
We've got 4 more here.
Into a big black hole.
3.
Got me
Last 2. And this last one, come out, find wide second, drop low. Little pulses. Hands can drop to hips. Up an inch, down an inch. Nice. 4, 4, 3, 2. Last one, beautiful. Stepping that out of the foot in, coming out onto the other side. A little bit of brain training. Nice. If you can, try and stay nice and low through those legs. 4 more here. 3. Last 2. Last one, come back out, find wide second one last time. Hands can come to hips. This time moving through that lift and lower, otherwise moving through that heel lift. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, last one, both heels come down. Find length through those legs. If you choose, maybe adding on that balance. Four more here. Last 2. Last one, lower those heels, fold forward at those hips. Allow that breath to settle. Find length through the backs of those legs. Walk those hands over to the outside leg, finding length through the backs of the thighs. Back through center, over to the other side. Beautiful. You're going to turn and find our support, finding that lunge. If you like, dropping that back knee, otherwise staying up. Opening up through the chest, finding that nice twist. Coming back down. Coming up through high plank or just changing sides. Taking that twist to the other side. Maintaining your balance if possible. Beautiful. Coming back down. Stepping back, find down dog one more time. Just pedal through those feet. Trying to get those heels a little bit closer to the mat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Walking those feet in to find your hands one more time. Reaching forward for your hand weights this time. Rolling all the way up. Roll those shoulders back. Beautiful. We're going to come and find the front. We're going to start feet hip width apart. Hands are going to be down by our sides. Soft bend on those knees so we're protecting that lower back. We're going to come up through a full range bicep curl and down. So thinking about squeezing through those biceps as they lift up to our shoulders and then as we lower, moving through resistance. Nice. 4 more here. 3. Last 2. Beautiful. On this last one, come all the way to halfway little pulses. So working through that top range. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming all the way down. Beautiful. Roll those shoulders back. We're going to come out and find wide second. Soft bend through those knees. Those elbows are going to come in beside us. We're going to take those arms out. Find that W. Squeeze back behind. Lifting up and down. Up and down. So pointing those weights up to form a W, coming all the way back down. Four more here. 3. Last 2. Last one, coming all the way back up, little pulses up to the ceiling. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way back in. This time draw those elbows behind you. 8, 7, 6, 5. So try to bring those elbows to touch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming all the way up. Roll those shoulders back. Beautiful. We're going to come back in, find parallel. This time we're going to take a soft bend on those knees. Hinge forward at the waist. I'm going to turn side on so you can see what I'm doing. Arms are going to stand behind us. Bend in. So moving into our tricep kick back here. Nice. So Alicia's got a nice long line from her head all the way down her spine. So thinking about slowing these weights all the way down. Coming in and back. Really thinking about connecting with those triceps. Nice. Four more here. 3. Last 2. Last one, stay long. Bend into hips, back. Little teeny micro bends. That's it. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, leave them lifted. This time, bring those palms in. Nice. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, come all the way up. Beautiful. And then come back and find that nice little hinge position. So thinking about hinging from the hips, keeping that nice line. Bring those arms out in front, finding that beach ball shape. I want you to think, as those arms come out, come back in. We're lifting through our shoulder blades. Beautiful. Nice. So nice and controlled. Really thinking about coming up through those shoulder blades. Beautiful. So it should feel like someone's picking those arms up and dropping them back down right through those shoulders. Nice. Beautiful. 4 more here. 4, 3. Last 2. Last one, leave them lifted, little pulses. I know this feels awkward and really strong. You've got it. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. Roll those shoulders back. Beautiful. Maybe take a pedal through those feet. Nice. Beautiful. We're going to come back out, find our wide second. Take a soft bend through those legs. Arms are going to come up to first. Lifting overhead, back down. Nice. So thinking about keeping those weights in our peripheral vision as we lift and lower. Nice. Keeping that beach ball shape as we lift and lower. 4 more here before we work bottom half. 3. Last 2. Last one, come back. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. So really thinking about those arms. Yes, they're going to be on fire, but just think, we're nearly done. We'll give them a rest and we'll turn on our legs. Nice. 4 more here before we go full range and combine those 2 moves. Last 2. Last one. Beautiful. We're coming up, overhead, back down. Nice. Option here. If you want to bring the legs out of it, just come up and work through those arms. Option to bring the legs into it, you can choose. Nice. 4 more here. 3. Last 2. Last one. Beautiful. Roll those shoulders back. Beautiful. 1 more move, then we're done. Beautiful. So come back in, slightly. Keep those feet underneath your hips, drop those knees. We're gonna come up and find goalposts. So thinking about keeping that nice 90-degree angle, shoulder to elbow, elbow to hand. Beautiful. We're gonna come out and open, come back in. I know this is strong, you can do it. We're not here for long. So thinking about keeping that bend through those knees, trying to squeeze those elbows to touch as we bring those arms back in. 4 more here. 3. Last 2. Last one, come in. One arm up, then the other. Little punches to ceiling to finish. So your option is to stay with singles or move into a double for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up and out. Beautiful. Take one arm up and over, sliding the other down your body. Find that nice reach. Up through center, over to the other side. Once more to each side. Using those weights to find that extra length and reach. Last one. Beautiful. Bring those weights down. Then take those weights high. Inhale. As we exhale, fold forward. Roll those weights over to the side. If you choose, take those elbows in your hands and gently rock side to side. Beautiful, come back into center, find that length. Bend through those knees and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Roll those shoulders back. Beautiful. Step in, find your support. We're going to start feet hip width apart. We're just going to come and find that nice position that we had at the start of class. So legs coming down and up. Alicia's going to stay here with flat feet. I'm going to come up onto a releve, coming down and up. Beautiful. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what angle we're aiming for here. So as we come down, those knees are tracking in front. Our back and hips are tracking down that brick wall. Beautiful. Nice. So this will start to burn pretty quick. That's all right. Nice. We've got a count of 4 here before we come down and find halfway. Last 2, last 1, up and down, teeny tiny pulses. Up an inch, down an inch. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. Bring those feet down. Find that nice little pedal. Beautiful. We're going to come back out. Find that nice wide second position that we had at the start of class. Take that bend and stretch. Beautiful. Four more here before we move in to shimmy side to side. 3. Last 2. Last one, coming all the way down, lifting your heels. Alicia, feel free to grab that support. We're going to take our weight over our outside foot, come back through center, over to the other. Yes, you'll start to feel those shakes. That's completely normal. Nice. Nice and controlled here, trying to keep everything at that same level as you shimmy. 4 more here. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1 to each side. Good, come back down, lower those heels. Nice. Find some length through those legs. Bit of active rest here for 4. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Beautiful, coming all the way back down. Beautiful. We're going to turn and find our support. Grabbing that red band, and we're just going to step in. You don't need to use a band, so at least feel free to drop this at any point throughout class if you choose. We're going to bring it midway up our thigh, so above our knees. We're going to come and find that nice little bend in the knees. Feel free to drop those arms down. I'm going to stay more upright because this support's a little bit too short for me. We're going to extend that right leg long. We're just going to lift and lower through that glute. So you won't have a large range of motion, that's all right. So you should be feeling this right through that undie crease, but also in that supporting glute. Nice. So thinking about nice long lines. Nice. More here. 3. Last 2. Last 1, leave it lifted, bend the knee. Extend. This is gonna burn. So where if you were using a ball here, you wouldn't get this. With the band, you've got instant activation of that supporting glute. And because of that resistance, you're also getting that working glute firing up so much quicker, which is going to give you those nice sculpted legs ready for summer. 4 more here. 3. Last 2. Last 1, leave that knee bent. Bring it in behind, back out. So when we come in, we want it coming behind our supporting leg, not in line with. Nice. Breathing through this. That supporting glute's going to be feeling it, that's all right. 4 more here. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Come all the way back out. This time we're going to lift that knee up to the side, back in. So you won't get far. This is that side glute here. Nice. Lift back to center. Nice. 4 more here. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Little pulses. I know this is a killer to finish for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming all the way back in. Pedal through those feet. If you need to, give yourself a nice little back massage. 4 more here. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Setting up on the other side. So making sure that that supporting heel is right underneath that hip. soft bend on that knee. Back leg is extended nice and long. We also want to keep a nice straight line from our head all the way down our spine. Starting with that lift and lower. Nice. So thinking about lengthening that leg towards the end of the mat as we lift and lower. Doesn't matter how high you're going to go, you're going to be restricted because you've got that band on. 4 more here. 3. Last 2. Last one, leave it lifted, bend the knee, extend. 8 here to finish. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, draw that knee in, back out. So keeping that nice bend on those knees, trying to squeeze that heel into your seat. That supporting leg's going to be feeling it. We've worked it, now we're asking us to support us. 4 more here. 3. Last 2. Last one, stay there, lift out to the side, back into midline. So working that side glute. 8 more here. 7, 6, 5, 4. We've got pulses to finish after 3, 2. Last one lifted. Pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming all the way up. That's strong. Nice work, Leash. Beautiful. Take a step back from your support. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Beautiful. Maybe just take a slight bend and stretch those legs, finding some length. Nice. After this last one, keeping those legs bended, we're going to step right foot back, followed by left foot. Feel free to come down onto your elbows here, Alicia, or drop those knees. So option here, if you're down on 4-point knee or on your elbows, you're just going to move through a little knee hover. Alternatively, coming up to high plank, drop down. Nice. Beautiful. Other option is to take a single leg here. 4 more here. 3. Last 2. Last one. Beautiful. Drop down. Send those knees wide, push back, find child's pose. Walking those hands over to the right side of the mat, pull back with that left hip. Should feel really nice through those glutes and that side body. Back through center, over to the other side. Come back through center one last time. Beautiful. Pushing back up, sitting on one leg, swinging around. Beautiful. You might want to reach and have that ball handy, Alicia. We'll need it in a little bit for core. Beautiful. We're going to roll, taking those hands behind the backs of our legs, Rolling all the way down, hands come beside our hips, legs come in. I'm just gonna move that band down. It's moved with my leggings, that's all right. Pressing into those heels. Keeping tension on the band, we're gonna lift those hips high, come back down. So you can either return all the way to the mat or come to a little hover. Nice. Four more here. 3. Last 2. On this last one, we're going to hold up little pulses to the ceiling. Trying to keep those knees away from each other. 4, 3, 2. Last one, stay high, little resistance out with those knees. So pulling that band away from each other, really working through those thighs and glutes here to finish for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll all the way back down through that spine. Bring those knees into your chest, give them a nice little rock. Slide that band off. Beautiful. Placing those hands back beside your hips, legs are going to come out and find tabletop. We're just going to move through a single toe tap. So thinking about keeping a nice little blueberry underneath that lower back, working the core here. Keeping those right angles. So option is to either stay with a single or move into a double. Four, 3. Last 2. Last one, come back in. This time one leg's going to extend long, come back into tabletop, then the other. Option here, lift the head and shoulders, taking those legs nice and low. Maybe taking that nice little cycle through, taking opposite elbow to opposite knee. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, last one, come back in, find center, bring those knees into your chest. This time reach through, grabbing the heels, coming up, finding happy baby. Finding that nice release through those thighs, hips. Maybe taking a gentle rock side to side along the length of your mat. Coming back into center. Place those hands behind the knees this time. Take a few rocks along the length of your mat. Coming up to find a seated position. Alicia, this is where you can grab that ball, place it behind your lower back. Beautiful. So hands can stay behind the backs of the knees or they can come out. Taking that C spine, rolling down, rolling up. Beautiful. So really think using that core to lower and lift. Beautiful. Alicia's gonna stay here. I'm going to extend my legs long and come all the way down and then roll all the way up. So thinking about Keeping those legs together. Beautiful. Connecting that breath. Four more here. You've got this. Last two. Nice, beautiful. Feel free to release that ball, Alicia. Beautiful. We're going to come and find ourselves facing the center of the room. Find that nice cross-legged position. Take a few side bends, side to side. Making this your last two to each side. Come back to center. Inhale, exhale, fold over those legs. Find that nice stretch through those glutes. And then walk those hands back up, changing those legs over. One side will feel nicer than the other. Inhale, exhale over the other side. Allowing that breath to settle with each exhale, finding further release through those muscles. Walking those hands back in. One more inhale. This time exhale out through heart center. Well done. Hope you've enjoyed that class and we'll see you next time.